Hello and welcome to part 2 of this unboxing of Craig's donations. Now, if you watched video 1, it was epic. There was so much stuff, and don't forget that's still on there. So if you want to win one of those Pure and Company wagons, go and leave a comment. But I thought now I'd do box number 2, and we'll have a look what's in here. Now let's there's a lot more unboxed stuff in here, so let's go straight in. And the first thing out is an LMS Coronation coach. As you saw in the last video, there was several boxed versions. There is a Hornby Rose buffer stop, but I don't believe that's what it is. Bestwood, get the dust in there. Bestwood, lovely job. I've got a Bestwood wagon, but when I run my coal train, it's the Bestwood one that always derails, so nice replacement there. Oh, lovely, another one of those Caledonian four-wheel coaches. Excellent. We've got what appears to be short straights, but it's not. This is wrapped up. What's this? Oh, this is an early Triang sheep wagon. That's a really early one. Look at that. Look at the couplings on that. It's not a cat. I used to think they were cattle trucks, but I read in a book that they're actually sheep wagons. I'm not a wagon expert. My mate Nigel is. Nigel Walls. He's a rivet canter. Check his channel out where he denies being a rivet canter, but he is. Oh, a lot of these are in boxes that aren't actually wagon boxes, so I'll undo a few. Oh, I've just seen something rather nice at the bottom. Another one of those Hull and Barnsley vans painted up. That was a Smith's Crisps van, painted into the bauxite. This is a Arnold Sands again. Arnold Sands. Classic Hornby Arnold Sands wagon. Lovely job. If it seems that I'm rushing this one, I apologise, but I'm looking at the clock, and any minute now Sarah's going to go, it's dinner time, and I'm going to have to stop filming, and then I'll lose my pace. But all these wagons of, oh, what's this one? Oh, Perfection Soap. I think we saw one of these in the last video. That's got a crossbar on it where they'd put a hood on it. So that's quite nice. I am having to open these up because I don't know what's in them. I've not looked through these. I basically picked the boxes up from the model shop and they've been sat in the garage. This is a horse box converter wagon. It actually looks like it is what it says. Oh, that's cool. Look, so when Triang went away from the Hornby Dublo couplings, it's got a Hornby Dublo coupling one end and a tension lock the other, so it'll allow you to convert your wagons. I'm going to keep that out because I've seen in the bottom of the box there's some Hornby Dublo stuff, so I'll demonstrate that. Hydraulic buffer stop. I don't think it is. This is a Hull and Barnsley van, painted up. Very nice. James is conspicuous by his absence, considering he wanted to see what was in these boxes. Probably on the phone to his girlfriend. He could kill me for saying that. Another Coronation, LMS Coronation coach, unboxed. We've got a Great Western 7-plank with sheet rail on it. Lovely. Oh, nice. What's this? Is there another half to that? Triang 101 DMU, look. Now that is in lovely condition. Head cage there, not a mark on the paintwork. That's lovely. So that's another loco in the donations. That's lovely. Look at that. I do like that. I like the vintage as well. That could be a candidate for digitalising. That would make a good video, I think. Seeing if we can get that running. There's a lot of bubble wrap I've got to get rid of. And we've got another locomotive. This time it's a Small Prairie by Lima. I think that's a Small Prairie, I think it is. Missing its buffers. It's not seized up though. Now, somebody sent me a load of conversion kits I can't remember the guy's name. I'll put it on the screen, but I did a screenshot of it. I might upgrade the motor in that, see if we can get that running. That's another loco. Oh, man, another loco. Oh, no, it's stuck to that. Another locomotive. Crimson Ginty. Again, do you remember that J13 we saw in the last video? With the tail? Same principle. I assume it would have gone into a wagon or something, because there's more room than doing it that way. But another loco ripe for reconversion on track to track. Little interesting note on you've seen the seawall section. I had one of these motorless, missing the middle wheels, and it's actually buried behind the cliff face on the seawall. It's on its own little bit of track, and it's there for whoever takes the layout down. Another Hull and Barnsley van. That was a bird's eye one. It's been painted brown. LMS brake van. I'm going to open this one up because my dad had one of these. It was my great uncle's. It's not low, but they did come with that light working, and it was track picked up from either wheel. That's not one of those, but it's a 20-ton brake van. LMS, very nice indeed. Metal tyres, yeah, silver seal wheels. What a revolution that must have been. Got another one of these tank wagons. That one's a United Dairies one. Remember before the Polo one? That was painted black. That's been painted black as well. Looks like the tar wagon off Thomas, where James crashes into it. Another anonymous box. Oh, another Perfection soap wagon with its sheet rail. Lovely job. Another coronation coach in that room. And another coronation coach. That's 4 unboxed ones, along with the several boxed ones in the other box. Oh, another locomotive. Oh, not had one of these in. I've had one of these for a while. 101 Great Western Tank. That would be good digitalised, because that was actually a real loco. Nice little tank engine for the preserved line. I'm just moving. There's a lot of loose bubble wrap. Northstand Grimsby wagon. Had one of them when I was a kid. Mineral wagon. Lovely job. TTA tank wagon that's been repainted black. Very early Triang open wagon, again with the early couplings. Some more anonymous boxes. This one is a, oh, that's quite cool, Mineral Lime Company near Wrexham wagon with like a pitched roof on it. I don't think I've ever seen one of them. I've certainly not got one of those. Another one to add to the collection. We've got another black tank wagon. This was another United Dairies tank wagon with what looks like a homemade ladder on the side of it. Last anonymous box. What do we reckon? Arnold Sands? No, it's another Perfection soap wagon. That's quite cool. Nice little rake there. And the rest is a... Oh, hang on. We've got another loco. This is... I need... Oh, why is my knife never where I need it? This is another Duchess. This one is Duchess of, get off, Sutherland. Look at that. And that is no 01 in that. So it's 2 Duchesses, because we had one in the other one, Duchess of Abercorn. 2 Duchesses, missing its deflector on one side. Although it did run without deflectors in the early years, so I might do that without a deflector on. But another Duchess. Get rid of that polystyrene. Another Duchess, and the rest are all wagons. Now some of these are in pieces. Now I've got this thing here. This is a Pico kit. That is a Triang something or other, covered load. That's a Pico metal bodied open wagon. We've got another Hornby Dublo 101 Great Western tank wagon with what looks like a homemade ladder on the side of it. Another one to add to the collection. We've got another black tank wagon. This was another United Dairies tank wagon with what looks like a homemade ladder on the side of it. Another Hornby Oh, that's another converter wagon, because it's got the Dublo coupling there, look, and space for a tension lock on the other side. So there's another converter wagon. Got a Triang horse box. Could do a video upgrading these, because I haven't got any horse boxes, and there's nothing wrong with them. You know, if we're running outside on the yeah, I like horse boxes. Yay, Arnold Sands again. Do like Arnold Sands. A Hornby Dublo low wagon with 2 containers drums on it. Hornby Dublo, that's nice. I like that. Mobile tank wagon. My nan used to work at a mobile garage with a unicorn on it. Just a bit of useless trivia for you there. There is a bogey, not a literal one out your nose, but a bogey off something. Northeastern Triang open wagon. This is all unboxed stuff now. I'm just picking up. I'm trying to pick it up out of the box, like top down, if that makes sense. Triang brake van. Texaco tank wagon, painted black, apart from the logo. Done a very good job, actually, of that. Bannockburn coke wagon. Another Northeastern Railways open wagon. A Pico conflat wagon, perfectly restorable. I hope it's all still on camera. Long wheelbase wagon that's been painted. Oh, that might be where that wheel came from. Oh no, that was the last box, wasn't it? Another long wheelbase van that's been painted brown. United Dairies tank wagon, Triang. Wheel for that van. Oh, my dad had one of these. Sacks of salt van. Oh, this is what I meant. Like, if you had Triang trains, Hornby Dublo, there's your converter wagon, so you can get your Triang tension locks would pull all your Hornby Dublo wagons and coaches, because horse boxes obviously went in express passenger trains as well. Good idea for a converter wagon. That just dropped the wagon on the floor. A lot of this stuff now that's in the box is in bits. Apart from that, another Bannockburn coke wagon. Try and get all them in. Triang open-sided wagon. I did one of those in the Freightmaster train set track to track, but that's an earlier one with the early couplings. Broken brake van. There is a roof in the bottom here. I'll get to in a minute. It might fit that. We've got a yellow tank wagon. Cannot see what it says on there. If anybody knows what that would have said, leave it in the comments, please. Van, a Triang van, no roof. There is a screw. I have no idea what that's off. Put that in there. And now we're getting down to the bare basics now. This is, a lot of this is bin fodder, I think. That's not. Southern Railway low, what is that, 4-3 plank wagon. That's quite nice. Some pipes for an engine. There's several of these 1 plank Triang wagons. There is another LMS 3 plank wagon by Pico, perfectly restorable. Garden Railway. And then we've got this. Now I'm hoping this looks like it's restorable. This is a Hornby Dublo 20-ton brake van that's been bashed in the box, but looking at it, it is all there and repairable, so I'm going to mend that one. And then we've got an old chassis, a piece of tube that's been painted to look like a barrel, a wheel, and then whatever this thing is, Joeth. That's what that thing is, that screw. It goes in there, look, and holds that bogey on, so it's been knocked off. So it would have gone on there, look, So that's what that is. It's not a screw, it's a press. So I'll put that back on. So that is box number 2 empty from Craig. Again, the sheer amount of stuff is overwhelming. I am more grateful than I can portray on a video. I never thought when I started doing YouTube people would be sending me stuff like this. I see other people get donations, and the stuff you guys send me is incredible. I mean, not just donations like this, but somebody sent me a guy called Lee. Now, you didn't put your surname. If you're watching it, you didn't put your surname or any return address. But I went to the model shop the other day, and Lee had sent me some copper clad sheets. And it's things like that that I'm going to use. And I'm just so grateful to all of you. But Craig, especially with this video and the previous one, I just can't get over the generosity of you all. Now, some of these wagons, these Triang wagons, are absolutely no good to me at all. Because, one, the flanges are quite big. The couplings are different to what I use. So, all the Triang wagons, like this, the brake van, the horse box, oh, so if I don't smash them all by dropping them, all these little chassis, the van, anything you've seen in the video with the old style couplings on like this, drop a comment. If you want them, I'll do a draw. If several people want them, I'll do a draw. Whoever I pick at random can have the lot, because they're no good to me. They'll just sit in a box, and somebody's given to me. I'll give them away. I won't trade them in. I won't make money off it. But if you want them, all the Triang wagons, there's about 10, I think, 10, 11. You can have them. I'll do a draw, like I said. Things like this, I'm going to do, what I'll do is I'll take that apart, drill out the couplings and put NEMs on it. Like if you've seen the Dublo breakdown crane I did. Because I just like it. I like the colours, it's nice and vibrant. This is lovely. My dad had one of these. I remember playing with this when I was growing up. It's got, we couldn't use the couplings obviously, but we used to get little staples and bend it round and make couplings to go on the hooks and drag it round in the van train. So I'm a bit of a loss for words with everything. It is overwhelming when you get something like that, and I'm not just saying it for telly. But Craig, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and indeed to everybody else that sent stuff in. So I hope you enjoyed these 2 videos. I certainly did enjoy unpacking all that lot. That was good. There's some real nice things in there. So, yeah, you will see some of these engines on Trash to Track in the future. This one I'll do. The Airfix Prairie I'll do. See if we can get it running. This thing, I like this. Now, I don't think I've ever had a Great Western one. I've had one. I've got one in the storage. It's got Roger on the side of it. But I've not had a Great Western one. So I might just do that. Just chip it. Now, I have chipped this sort of chassis before with my 06. And they do run relatively well. And like I said, that was a Holden 101. It was a real engine. So this as well. This is lovely. Reminds me of Daisy. I'm going to try and see if we can get that running on digital as well. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And if indeed you want to send anything in, I'll leave the link in the comments to the address you can send stuff into. But until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support on the channel with donations and watching Track to Track and all the rest of it. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye for now.